This module of the Promoting Safe Interactions with Youth training series will focus on safe physical contact. In this module, we will discuss best practices for safe physical contact in university programs and provide examples of both safe and unsafe physical contact. We will also provide strategies for promoting safe physical contact within your program. It is important to always limit physical contact with youth who are involved in university programs. Though physical contact may be necessary in some program models, such as sports camps, or unavoidable in others, such as preschools, where staff may help with diapering, toileting, or other basic functions, the majority of programs serving youth don't require physical contact, except on infrequent occasions that don't rely on physical contact. A smile or encouraging words can be just as affirming and can reduce the potential to cross a boundary.
Is that I always want, for the most part, youth to be in the lead in terms of any kind of physical contact. So whether that would be like a high five or a fist bump, that I would never want to engage a youth in any sort of physical contact as the sort of primary person.
We definitely gave just more emotional and verbal support rather than physical support.
You can promote safe physical contact by setting and maintaining healthy physical boundaries with youth. Set expectations early on about what is okay and not okay in terms of physical contact, both with staff and with their peers.
The other thing you can say, or that I sometimes say, is I have a personal bubble, and I hope that I ask that folks respect my bubble. So being clear about what you need.
At our orientation, where the parents are there as well as the students, we set those boundaries very early at the orientation.
Defaulting back to that professionalism, so we're in a professional space, that I'm not a family or friend, that we're not necessarily in your home, and so the sort of expectations here might be different.
What if a youth or child wants more physical contact than is appropriate? Won't I be neglecting them or harming them emotionally by not reciprocating? You are not harming them. In fact, you're helping them learn healthy boundaries for the setting they are in and contributing to their safety and success in the youth program. When staff actively model and maintain healthy physical boundaries, both groups feel comfortable and able to work and learn.
Appropriate boundaries, healthy boundaries help me be comfortable, do the work I want to do, feel connected with youth in ways that feel appropriate. Of course, I want to be sure that the youth that I'm engaging with also feel all of those things. I want them to feel safe, to feel comfortable, to feel relaxed, to feel like I'm an advocate for them.
If kids don't feel emotionally safe and physically safe, they're not able to focus. Really, safety in emotional and physical sense is the basis upon which we can build good programs.
It can still be awkward to not reciprocate a hug or other request for physical contact, such as a younger child who wants to sit on your lap. However, there are ways to tactfully handle these situations. Offering an alternative is always a good option. For example, if a child wants to sit on your lap, you can say, "Why don't you sit next to me?"
So if someone wanted physical contact that wasn't safe physical contact, I would start by saying what I would like instead. So I could say, I really like high fives. High fives are the way that I touch people. So being really clear about how you want to show them you care, that is a safe contact.
Examples of physical contact that may be acceptable in typical youth program settings include high fives, fist bumps, side hugs, and shaking hands. All physical contact must be limited to what is both sanctioned by your program and consented to by the youth. Unsafe physical contact includes roughhousing, tickling, wrestling, or games that involve prolonged, close physical contact. Using physical force or physical discipline of any kind, such as spanking, hitting, pushing, or roughly moving a child into position, restraining a child beyond what may be minimally necessary in order to protect them from harm, and frontal or bear hugs. Also, massages, kissing or touching intimate body parts, or sexual contact of any kind is prohibited. There may be other physical contact that is not allowed in your program. Inquire about these guidelines. Program leadership sets the tone with staff regarding safe and unsafe physical contact with youth participants. Program leads should clearly and directly review physical contact guidelines with staff to ensure there is no room for misinterpretation. Training should happen before staff begin working with youth, and supervisory conversations should be ongoing. Any inappropriate physical contact must be addressed immediately.
So we talk about unsafe physical contact with staff in an extremely clear and direct manner. So at all of our trainings for new staff members, we go through our Working with Minors policy, which we maintain as a program in detail, and that includes a list of what we consider to be safe and unsafe physical contact. So people can have really specific information. For example, it's totally fine to give a high five. It's not okay to rub someone's back.
By following these guidelines and strategies to promote safe physical contact, you can contribute to the well-being of youth participating in University of Washington youth programs.